followed by the pound key. You can get that information at the bottom of the chat room at WZROnline.com/chat. Here's some Third Eye Blind. You're listening to WZR Radio with Ryan Clark and Jose Rivera. We'll be back right after this. And we're back, WZR Radio, Jose Rivera, and myself, Ryan Clark, for our numero dos. Jose.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, sir. We're jumping, man. All right, here we go. What now, man? See, I don't come on here with any show script or anything like that.
We shoot the wind. But so I got a little news, not a lot, but due to the I guess due to the Giants football game, WWE actually recently moved Cyber Sunday from East Rutherford, New Jersey. Apparently there was a game that day with the Giants in East Rutherford, which is the same complex that Giant Stadium has. They're actually moving that event now to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So that's something that one of the little side notes that I have here that I just kind of want to throw out there and let anyone. I mean, I'm from Connecticut, obviously from Stamford, so it would have been nice for the event to stay in Jersey because it's a lot closer. But now that it's in Pittsburgh, which is like 8 hours away from me. You can can that one.
And that would no doubt. But what we can't can is June 13th. For those of you guys that tuned in a little bit late tonight, we're going to be in New York City for the Ring of Honor show Saturday, June 13th. We're going to come up with a time and location on the 13th of June down in New York City where you can come. You can meet Jose. You can meet me. I'll get you a drink if you're old enough to drink, maybe a little something to eat, whatever. Come down and meet us in New York City on June 13th. We'll get you more details on that here in the next few weeks once I find a place in New York City that it's a good place to eat, good place, maybe a little bar or something like that, something along those lines down in the city. I don't go to New York that often, man. Only for wrestling shows and stuff like that when they come around. It's such a drive, man. I mean, what do you got from Stamford to?
It's technically 38 miles from Stamford to Midtown, and it usually takes me, it depends. You know, if I go, into the club in the city, I normally don't get there until like 1 or 1:30 in the morning anyway. So there's like literally no traffic. So I get into the city maybe in about 30, 35 minutes, but on a normal day, I get there about 45 minutes compared to your few hours.
Yeah, see, it's about a 3-hour drive, probably 2.5, 3. Can make it 2. But yeah, that's the thing that sucks, man, is I got to come down there on the 13th, and we go to the Ring of Honor show, or we do the dinner thing that we're going to do down there, and then I go to Ring of Honor, and that doesn't get out till, 11, somewhere around there, and then by the time I get out of New York City and then back up north, it's usually about 3 in the morning, 3 a.m. or so by the time I get back up here. You know what I mean? And it sucks, man, because you drive down there. You get in the car, right? You get in the car at about 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, and you drive 3 hours, and you arrive there at 5. You do the dinner thing. You do the Ring of Honor show. And then after it's over, you get back in the car, and you drive the same 3 hours that you just drove 8 hours earlier. You know what I mean?
Let's just say I hope you have a lot of music in that iPod.
Lots of music and just a long, long drive, man. Long drive down. But nonetheless, it's always a good time. New York City's always a fun time. Plus, if I get to meet some of you guys that are down in the New York City area, fans of the show, that's worth the drive, no doubt. Fans that are here every single week. So if you're in the New York City area, June 13th, stay tuned to the website and show for further details on that situation. What else? I'm trying to think. Where else do you want to go? We got a live chat, WZROnline.com/chat. Wow, we got 50 minutes to fill up here. I have absolutely nothing planned. Like how I prepare, not bad.
But it's okay, though, because I got some other news here that I have written down.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got for me,
12 rounds. 12 rounds. According to the conference that the WWE had with their stockholders, they're claiming actually that 12 rounds will actually end up being a profitable movie. And according to Vince, he's also stating that their movie division is actually turning into a profit. It doesn't look that way when you look at the numbers when the movies come out in the movie theaters, but the real icing on the cake is actually DVD sales or Blu-rays, whatever how you want to look at it now.
You know how much it takes to film a movie? Let me just say this, that I'm not a fan of Star Trek or anything like that, but that movie came out this weekend, and I think it did a $72 million opening weekend, I believe.
That's not correct.
Somewhere around there. But you know what it cost to make that movie?
How much?
$140 million to make a movie. You know, $140 million. And I know that WWE's film division doesn't spend anywhere near that for their movies, but I guarantee you, you know, when these numbers come in, and you know they only the film grosses what, 9 million, 10 million, 8 million, somewhere around there. I know that doesn't include DVD sales, but in the main theaters, I mean, that is a horrible showing, at least in your main theaters. And you know that's gonna affect you. I know a lot of WWE's movies, their DVDs have done a lot better, especially overseas when they come out with those. So a lot of WWE fans, at least if the past is any indication, wait for the DVD to come out. Don't see it in the theaters, but wait for that DVD later on, and that's where they make some of their money. So even those numbers that we put up on the website, I mean, that's just basically major theaters. You know what I mean? That's from who went out to the movie theaters and saw that movie, and then the DVD sales come out obviously way later once the DVD comes out. So I don't know.
It's interesting because it is exactly correct. You know, you have a budget, you have a certain number of budget that you gotta, the movie produces, not including advertisement and other expenses. But the reality is, you can make. I mean, granted, Star Trek cost $140 million. It generated $72 million domestically. That's not even including international, and including the $7 million that it opened, I believe, on that Wednesday, that first day that it opened up. I guess it was like a pre-showing or something.
Well, I think they did like $4 million there. $4 million off the Wednesday opening, and then you add that to the $72 million, and then next weekend, I'm sure it'll pull another $30 million. You know what I mean? And no movies ever do that. Go unless it's a huge movie. You know what I mean? Which Star Trek is. I mean, it's got their diehard fans. But to draw $74 million and then probably top it again next weekend, not top it, but get about half of that and $30 million. So you've already made.
You look at Wolverine. I mean, Wolverine dropped 62% from one weekend, and then you have a Tom Hanks movie that's coming out this weekend as well. So
yeah, but it dropped 62%, but it's still Wolverine still did something like $24 million or $28 million or something.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it still held its own, but when you see a movie drop 62%, that's a lot. And I don't think
it's a lot, but
that much.
Look at the competition too.
That's what I'm saying. Then you got Tom Hanks movie that comes out, which is a spinoff of I blanked out.
That's the older movie, right? Aren't they shooting that overseas somewhere in like a kingdom or like a palace? Something.
Well, it's a continuation on the first movie that he did, and I'm sure probably someone in the chat room, unfortunately I'm not in front of a computer, knows the first name of the movie and probably knows the name of the movie that's going to come out this weekend. But
Da Vinci Code, buddy. Da Vinci Code, right?
Yeah, Da Vinci Code. And then, of course,
Cecilia R. in the chat. Shout her out, man. Cecilia R. in the chat. Or shout him out, whatever it is. Her, he, whatever.
I mean, one thing I give props, honestly, is our listeners and the way they pay attention. And when we're stuck, rather than going to cue cards, we got the chat room. You guys
I
are
love
listening.
it.
Oh, man, it's like... It's almost like my dictionary. It's like, wait, I forgot what day was it, or who was it, who tagged, and someone is just going to be like, wait a minute, I need to either research this or I know the answer immediately, and they're going to say it in the chat room. So much love to the chat room.
we're not on a tape delay or anything like that, so it's within about 10 seconds. You know, all you got to do is ask him a question. I bet you could ask him any trivia question you wanted to, and within about 10 seconds, someone's going to
say something.
Yeah, right. WZROnline.com/chat. Oh, choking on myself. WZROnline.com/chat. While we're in the chat, let's do some chat shout-outs right now.
I'm going to let you do it because, again, I'm not in front of a computer, so I'll just let it tell you who there. I know Lil Wayne is there.
Oh, yeah, Lil Wayne's here. Lil Wayne, he actually helped us with a question early. But McFanny Benson says Mr. WZR has arrived in the chat room. Got a bunch of guests in there as well. All the guests should go ahead and register your usernames. You only have to do it once or twice, or one time, and then you come back every week. And you're all set and your name's protected. Z1-666, Bijan 151, Codebreaker's in there, Dirty Mo Posse, Jericho 133 is in there as well. Little Wayne 20, like you said before, Super KO. Who else?